continue to rally behind the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction for the numerous development efforts by the President. Madam Jai Seidi said the gestures by the people to support President Jammeh show how loved and respected he is by the masses. Next to present items to the Vice President were the Maslow Entertainment, who according to Nafi Jase were prompted to donate these posters and t-shirts to the APRC party as their own contribution towards the upcoming elections. She described the Gambian leader as a development-oriented man who wants the best for his country. The Keramenden group also presented a music single specially made for the Gambian leader. Members of the party in receiving these items could not help but praise the groups for what they describe as a noble initiative. Mayor Yankuba Koli believes that this is a positive sign that the party will sweep the polls in the upcoming elections. Jato Silla was impressed with the change of attitude, pointing out that youths are taking the bold step of coming forward to show their solidarity with Professor Jammeh, a man he described as a role model for all young people. For Aja Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi, the people are reciprocating the gestures of a man who selflessly works for the betterment of his people. She commended both the Maslow Entertainment and the Keramenden Group for their foresight and called on all patriotic Gambians to show their loyalty to the head of state by massively voting him to office in November. For Grts News, I am Aissatou Mane.
Gambian resident in the United States of America was at the office of the Vice President and Women's Affairs Minister on Thursday evening to present campaign material to the ruling party. The donor described the items as his contribution to efforts at ensuring a resounding victory for the APRC candidate in the November 24th presidential poll. Aissatou Bajansar reports.
And Minister for Women's Affairs Thursday evening received campaign materials from a Gambian who is resident in the USA. This is the latest show of support to the ruling party from Gambians, both at home and abroad, ahead of the race to the presidency in November.
If anybody could not see the development, and you are Gambian, you're born, raised in the Gambia, something is wrong with your eyes then. So, for that note, I owe it to the Gambia, and I'm very, very happy and honored that I'm able to come in and out of the Gambia peacefully.
According to Jammeh, the move is born out of the numerous developments undertaken by the Jammeh regime within a very short period, which he says has earned him the trust of many Gambians, especially those in the diaspora.
Allow me to come back today and do this kind of presentation. I think for me it's not a surprise. It's just that I've been seeing him for a very, very long time. And as you have said, we are calling on all Gambians in the diaspora to support the cause.
For the Minister of Youth and Sport, it is a good way to say thank you to the establishment, cognizant of the fact that the Jammeh administration has provided the youth with all the necessary avenues to develop themselves.
It is the government of His Excellency, the President, who not only has championed young people and has challenged them to take part in national development, but he has also championed and challenged all facets of development in the country.
The national mobilizer of the APRC, Yankuba Koli, women and youth mobilizer, Ndai Jata and Babu Gay Sonko, all hailed the donor for his contribution towards ensuring victory for the APRC party and their leader in the upcoming presidential election. The national party mobilizer, Yankuba Koli, described the donation as timely and valuable, cognizant of the fact that it will go a long way to strengthening the party's campaign drive, as well as help in easing its preparation plans. The Vice President and Minister for Women's Affairs applauded the move taken by Jammeh, whilst underscoring the need for more influential Gambians, especially those abroad, to complement the efforts of the Jammeh administration in its drive to make the country the envy of all.
I came from the US recently, but I've seen a change of heart among Gambians. It used to be a no-go area for some of the politicians. When we go there, they want to demonstrate ABC, you know, we had difficulties. But now, most of the states in the US and also in Europe and elsewhere, there has been a change. They are seeing the results. They are seeing the outcome, you know, and they are really convinced that this is the government that they wish to have in this country. That the APRC government is a government of all people.
With the election just weeks away, the presentation of these materials come hard on the heels of previous other gestures towards the ruling party, which according to party officials will help in smoothing their efforts ahead of the November 24th poll. Aissatou Bajansar, Grts.
Well, those wishing to sympathize with the Frost family on the demise of Her Excellency the First Lady's mother, the late Madam Rimu Al-Hassadi Suma, can do so at the National Assembly. The condolence book was opened on Friday morning by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Abdoulaye Bojang. Aji Amisisa was there, and this is her report.
Call of the Lord, an inevitable phenomenon for all living things, for it is imperative that every soul that lives must one day return to its creator. The demise of Madam Rimu Al-Hassadi Suma, mother-in-law to President Jammeh and mother to Her Excellency the First Lady Zainab Yahya Jammeh, has shocked the country. After having witnessed the third-day charity, the Speaker of the National Assembly opened the Book of Condolence, where parliamentarians paid their last respect to the First Lady's mother.
This news is sad news to not only the National Assembly, but the entire government and the population of the Gambia. And this is why we thought it right, as an institution that stands to represent the people of the country, even where the people themselves are not here, that sent us here, when we stand and talk on their behalf, it is everybody that is being heard. And I wish to say that we join the first family of this country to be aggrieved because we lost a very dear mother. And by prayers, we only have to say, God, accept our mother-in-law and send her to the dearest of the heavens.
The First Lady's stance in the Gambia's development process is vastly recognized by the citizenry. According to Honorable Adam Acham, this is why, if she is grieved, the whole country shares with her these difficult moments.
Now we know what our First Lady is doing for the nation. We know, we talk about her concern for the poor. We talk about her concern for women empowerment, but more so her concern for the babies, the infants of this nation. To a level she's even spearheading Save a Baby project. Now, a person like that, who has come to join us as family and contributing effectively towards the socio-economic development of our nation, if that individual loses her parent, it means the whole Gambia has lost a parent.
The role of women recognized religiously, politically, and socially is what has given them their stored respect in society. This is why losing a woman who was a mother, especially to the First Lady, is very sad, says the majority leader and NAM for Serekunda East.
Mothers also are critical in the lives of their children. And of all the women, His Excellency the President chose the daughter of this woman. In her, he saw something. And it was through the caring hands of the mother that she came to attract our leader. So for us, on behalf of the people we represent, because not everybody will have this opportunity, but Parliament is a representative of the people. On their behalf, we send heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and to His Excellency the President of the Republic, and indeed our brotherly people of Morocco. Yes, it's a sad situation.
I think this is a great loss, because we do know that the mother, at least, is the first teacher of every family, which means to say the interaction that the mother has with the child, no other parent would have that. So if you happen to lose your mother or lose your mother, at least what we need to do is to pray to God so that He grant you the fortitude so that you can bear the loss.
Well, the Book of Condolence is opened at the National Assembly till next week Friday to accord the general public and well-wishers the opportunity to pay their last respect to Madam Rimu Al-Hassadi Suma. May her soul rest in perfect peace. For GRTS News, I am Aji Amisise.
May her soul rest in perfect peace. The Gambia is teaming up with a number of African countries to minimize by 50% the number